I want that, that, that by Sophia Christina Chambers. Far away, up amongst the clouds, there lived a princess who would scream and shout. She demanded this and yelled at that, wanting this, forcing even the cat to run like the wind whenever they sat. And you could hear her shouting, "I want that, that, that." Her father, the king, would come in and explain that sometimes it even had to rain. But the princess would scream, and then she would shout, "Why do I have to miss out? I want the sun to come out every day. I want the sun to be out so I can play." The king sat down and tried again to explain to her that the rain could also be her friend. But in the rain, plants will grow. And when cold enough, the rain can become snow. We can build snowmen and even snow fight. But if the sun were here always, we wouldn't have that delight. The princess got mad and her temper grew. She stormed up to her father and insisted that the sun was due. "I have not seen no sun all of today. All that I have seen is this rain. It's miserable and I can't play. I said I want the sun every day." The king looked at her and sighed and wished her a good sleep. He tucked her into her bed and told her to count sheep. "But counting sheep doesn't make me tired. If they were my servants, they would have been fired." The king closed the door and turned off her bedroom light, still wishing the princess a very good night. And as the door closed, the princess began to think, why couldn't she have the sun all the time? The thought did stink. She always got her own way. She was a princess. The son of all should have known best. She began to close her eyes and slowly fall asleep until her sleep was truly deep. The princess always dreamt of ponies and ice cream, of chocolate and teddy bears, and most of all of being mean, getting her own way and for nothing was too good for this princess. But as she dreamt, an unusual guest appeared, bright and yellow, of which she feared. For it was the sun, and he came up and said, "I will shine forever, just as the princess said." The princess clapped her hands and smiled with delight. "Now there will forever be light, and I can play all the time, forever and ever. The day is finally mine." So all the day the princess played outside, running and jumping. She'd shout and she would hide, for she was happy, and she forever knew that no matter what, the sun would shine through. Through every day and every night, the princess herself squeaked with delight. The clock struck 6 and the princess sighed. "I'm very tired. Tell the sun to hide." She jumped into her bed and closed her eyes, but couldn't get to sleep due to her surprise. The sun did not sleep, and it was still so bright. She would never get to sleep in this bright light. "Sun!" she yelled. "Go to sleep! I want to go to bed. I want to count sheep." "But princess," the sun began to reply, You said forever you wanted me in the sky. Day and night you wished for me. Now never will we have to see the moon or the rain, the damp or the dark. Forever it will be bright with a spark. But no, she moaned. I cannot sleep. The crops won't grow. Then how will we eat? How will I drink when the rain doesn't fall? How will I live? I won't at all. The sun smiled and shined with delight. You should have thought of this before you wished for eternal light. You have had your way. You can't look back. You have made the world this way, and dark you will lack. The princess cried, stamped and screamed, but nothing she did changed anything, it seemed. She was still here, and the sun was too. The princess wondered what she could do. She couldn't control the world. She couldn't change that. So she began to cry. She was so sad. She'd made a mistake, and now she'd seen not everything she wished for was quite as it seemed. Daddy, she said, Daddy, I take it back. I don't want the sun. I won't shout for this and that. I will stop. I will become a good little princess, even for Mum. I will be nice. I will also be polite. But please, Daddy, take back this light. She cried and cried and wished and wished. She had been so silly. And all over this wish. Princess, she heard the king say. Princess, what's wrong? Daddy, she said, I have been so wrong. I don't want the sun all the time. I don't want the light forever. I won't ever be naughty or yell again. I want to change and make amends. I can see if I get my own way forever and ever it will stay. And I don't want that. It's not good. I want to be nice. I want to be loved. Princess, the king said, then forever you will be. No matter what, you will always have me.